I like your idea of doing a podcast in the car. Maybe that's what we need to do, like a bunch of gimmicks, because I want to do like a live podcast at some point, maybe set up somewhere public. We just gimmick the shit out of this podcast.
I mean, it could be fun. I could do it like, it's not like going to be like a continuous thing. Be like, oh shit, we got to go meet at fucking McDonald's now.
Yeah, do a podcast from McDonald's.
Yeah. I think it'd be funny though, just to do like a, just on the road kind of thing. Even like, and then even keep it recorded. Like we'll stop and get like a Taco Bell or something.
Yeah.
Just have our drive-through order just recorded. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Something different each episode where we're like, hey, put on your glasses. This podcast is in 3D.
This podcast is in 4D. We're touching you.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
This is the Dudes Review. The Dudes Review. The podcast where anything and everything can be reviewed. With your host, Tyler and Drake.
Hello and welcome to the Dudes Review. I'm Drake.
I'm Tyler.
And we're coming at you with two more topics today. But up top, we actually have plugs now.
Hair plugs?
Yeah, maybe.
we joined Bosley. Hair club for men.
Before we get to that, how you been?
I've been good. Really pissed off that it was really warm and then got cold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a cold person. As many people probably know, I do not function well in the cold weather. My bones seize up. My muscles stop working. I'm basically 90 years old.
I would say like 80% of the time we've been hanging out at each other's houses and stuff, you're covered up in a blanket like a grandma.
Oh, yeah. It's the best. Give me a couch. Give me a chair. Give me a blanket. I'm set.
You've encouraged me to start using blankets more because, I don't know, I guess I had that, like, toxic masculinity deep down still where it's like, nah, I ain't doing that pussy shit.
Hell no, dude. Get comfortable. Now I just got to get you out of those pants, get in some shorts.
Yeah, I got relaxing jeans.
Relaxing jeans isn't a thing. I don't know if any of the listeners out there, if you relax in jeans, what the fuck?
My wife and her best friend are always like, you should wear like shorts more or jogging pants or something when you're just sitting around the house.
Yeah,
and I'm
you're
like,
sitting around the house. Why are you wearing jeans?
I need all these pockets.
Well, I got a chip pocket. I got a corn dog pocket. You wearing the cargo pants. Yeah, wearing the cargo pants to sit on the couch.
I want to carry the remote. I want to carry my phone. I want to carry the keys. I want to carry my multi-tool in case I got to take care of anything.
Just got to get a quick screwdriver out.
Spare light bulb.
Yeah, full-on flashlight.
Yeah, in case I turn on a light in a room and it goes out.
1,000 lumens, gonna light the whole house.
Hey, we have t-shirts. Public.
That's it.
TEE. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you where to get them.
We have shirts on.
We have just plain V-necks. I went to Gabe's the other day and bought a 20-pack of V-necks for $4.
They're going to disintegrate in the first slightest breeze. You're going to spit at this guy and he's going to be shirtless.
tpublic.com, TEEPUBLIC.com/user/fourth day creations. Sorry, easy for me to say.
Yeah.
tpublic.com/user/fourth day creations. That's FOURTH. And we got some pretty interesting shirts up. I'm looking at the stats of shirts right now.
Did they say how many of what has been sold?
Yeah, which the numbers are kind of low, but what do you expect right now? We have one sold of the Dudes Review logo that looks like the old NWO logo.
Okay.
And I can tell you right now that's me. And we got 3 of the Dudes Review, just the regular logo shirts sold. I'll tell you right now, one of those is Mark, who we talked about on the last episode, talking about trying to win the PS4 through Taco Bell.
Yeah, good
college
old
roommate.
Mark.
Yeah, he sent a photo wearing it the other day, said it's very comfortable. Here's the confusing ones to me.
Yes.
Who would have thought? We've sold a few Dickens and Tugnuts t-shirts.
There we go.
And this is the real confusing one to me because I thought this was never going to sell. Matter of fact, I'm going to be taking it down from the store soon. So if you hear this and you want this shirt, now it's time to order the Pimp 69 jersey.
How many people have bought that one? Do you know?
It says here 2.
Okay, so we got some pimps in the crowd.
Yeah, so if you have bought that Pimp 69 shirt, I want to know.
Yeah, also, why are you taking that one down?
Because, maybe that's not what I want to get out there forward-facing on the podcast. Like, we get 20 more episodes deep. No one's going to know the reference of Pimp 69.
No, but somebody out there is just going to be looking for a Pimp 69 shirt, and they're going to happen upon the shirt store, and they're going to be like, hey, what the fuck? This is a podcast? Let me check it out.
Oh, that's true. I'm sure I want our audience to be full of dudes.
It's wearing Pimp 69.
Yeah, that have Googled Pimp 69 shirt and don't know anything about the podcast.
Yeah, I think it could work.
Yeah, so if you've bought that shirt and you got it, send us a picture of you wearing it to either the Facebook page or Gmail, the Dudes Review Pod at gmail.com. Let's see it. I'm interested.
Let me see them shirts.
Also, this is far enough out that we can talk about it.
Yes.
WWA, the World Wrestling Alliance, we're having our biggest show ever in WWA history, Over the Top, featuring Kentucky's Biggest Battle Royal. You're going to be wrestling on that show.
I am. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in the ring. I'm going to be throwing down. I don't know who with, but we'll see.
I'll be there too. I'm making the video content. I might do commentary as long as the powers that be allow it.
To do some commentary, that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty big wrestling names coming in. We've got ECW legend Sabu.
Ooh.
We've got The Godfather. We've got JTG, one half of Crime Time, current NWA star. All right, we got Crazy Steve, used to be in a tag team with Abyss, current Impact Wrestling superstar. We've got Chris Adonis, formerly known as Chris Masters, the master of the Master Lock. And we have Elijah, Who Wants to Walk with Elijah, formerly Elias, recently making his Impact Wrestling debut. I think as we record this, he's facing Brian Myers, one of my favorite wrestlers, on Impact tonight.
Oh, okay, hell yeah. Crazy Steve, he was in a team with Abyss called Decay.
Decay, okay.
Yeah, we had them the last time we had Crazy Steve at the show. He was with Abyss and they wrestled as Decay.
Yes.
And that was pretty cool.
Well, he'll be back. It's going to be at the Owensboro Sports Center Saturday, May 24th, 2025. Head over, just look up the Owensboro Sports Center's website for ticket info. I don't have the exact web address with me, but
Yes, I know that's where the tickets will be sold. You can also go to the WWA Facebook page to get more information on where to buy tickets.
okay, so last episode, if you remember, just to give a little recap, a little previously on the Dudes Review, we did dudes named Tyler. So I brought that to the table.
Yeah, you brought that.
And I figured it's only fair to go for dudes named Drake. But I also wanted to talk about it.
A little switcheroo.
Yeah, because my life has been a living hell this year. So for those of you that don't know, Drake, the rapper, who already I was getting a lot of, like the rapper when he started coming around.
Yeah.
Pretty problematic. Got called out by Kendrick Lamar this last year in a crazy way, where he just kept dropping diss track after diss track. They were going back and forth, and then the final diss track became a club anthem, and he won 7 Grammys. He performed it at the Super Bowl. You can't escape it.
No, this song pretty much took over everybody's world, as it should. It's a great song.
There's a line in it that says, "Say Drake, heard you like 'em young." And listen, I know it's not me on there, but it still kind of hurts.
Are you gonna start a diss track on Kendrick Lamar now?
I can't. There's no way.
You don't think you could put out the hottest diss track ever?
I'll try it right now. Fuck you. You're mean, Kendrick. You're a big wiener.
Oh, he's heard it. It's recorded.
I can't stand you. Bitch.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, yeah, imagine if you went to bed one night and you woke up the next morning and you checked your phone and some famous rapper had released a song called Fuck Tyler.
Yeah.
And you know it's not about you. You don't even know him. But you can't escape it. It's all over the Grammys.
Everybody's singing it.
Yeah.
Everybody's
It's a
singing how
hit.
much they fucking hate you.
And you listen to it and you're like, damn, this is a good song.
Yeah, you'd be like, actually, yeah, fuck with me. I suck.
This came into play the other day. So I went to Taco Bell.
Yes.
And when you order there, you have to give your name.
Do you? Oh, if you go inside.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just me in there. And I'm, typing in my order and everything. And I submit it. And the one behind the counter was like, are you Drake? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, all right, we just I don't know what the correct term is. We just started basically cooking the food. It's going to take a
order
sec.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, okay. And she said, I figured you were Drake. You're the only one in here. And I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And then as she started making the food, she went, say, Drake, heard you like him young. And was just like singing it to herself. And then she looked at me and I was like kind of looking at her, not offended or anything. I was just kind of there. And she looked at me and she goes, oh, no, I didn't mean that about you, obviously.
She's like, well, do you?
Right.
We got Chris Hansen in the back ready to pop out. I heard you were here for Taco Bell.
I said, oh, yeah, no, it happens. You hear that name and it just kind of, you go to that line in the song.
Yeah.
And then I left Taco Bell and in my $5 box, she gave me a ticket for a free taco, I guess, for all the trouble.
Okay. Hell yeah. That's worth it.
No, I got rid of it. I didn't even
10
use
out of
it.
10 right there, buddy.
No, I don't want your pity taco.
I'll give you my pity taco anytime.
I don't like how that sounds.
Take it how you want. I don't care. You want a hard shell or soft shell?
Nope, don't like that one bit.
You want beans on that?
Okay, it's getting less weird.
You got extra meat?
Okay, it's back being weird.
Bring it full circle.
Growing up with the name Drake, I didn't really hear it much. So the sample size for famous Drakes are very small, I think. It's rapper.
Aren't you named after a Drake?
Oh, yeah, Drake Hogestein. My mom saw him on a soap opera awards show, and they were looking for a name that starts with D that was unique, and she was like, that's it. He played John Black on Days of Our Lives.
Okay.
Marlena. Doc, I don't understand what's going on.
It's pretty spot on, actually.
Yeah, I have a really good Drake Hogestein, but not enough people
But also
watch
nobody
Days
knows
of Our
who the
Lives.
fuck that is.
Yeah. And then I met a Drake at church camp once.
Oh.
That was the first time I met anyone else named Drake. And you know how in the Tyler episode you talked about how people named Tyler will be like, oh, hey, cool name.
Yes.
So I did that joke because
okay.
I
But
never
he's
got
like-
to do that joke.
The guy was actually like, it's a shitty name.
I said, hey, nice name, haha. And he said, fuck you. At church camp.
Man, somebody needs Jesus.
I was like, oh no, he said the F word at church camp.
He's gonna burn in flames in front of me.
The entire campus is going to go down.
There's gonna be a pit open up straight to hell.
So there's me, there's Drake Hogestein from
you got
John Black. There's Drake the rapper. There's the
Yeah.
kid who told me to fuck off at church camp.
Okay, you got some heavy hitters.
There's Drake Bell.
Yeah, Drake Bell.
That's not good.
I say he was in some trouble, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got in trouble with minors as well.
Ooh, you're really swinging for the fences, aren't you?
Drakes are just really not doing well. Maybe I'm the best Drake people know, and I can take solace in that.
Okay, but just doing a little research here. So I won't say it unless you want to say it. Your first name is not Drake.
Yes.
Okay. And then the rapper's first name is not Drake.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Drake Bell's first name is not Drake.
What?
Yeah, his name is Jared Drake Bell.
Jared Drake Bell. Those don't even go well together.
No, they don't, but there seems to be a pattern here of people with the middle name Drake.
That's true. They tried hiding it. Because Drake the rapper's Aubrey Drake Graham, I think.
Yeah.
And I am William Drake Jackson Hicks.
Yes.
And I'm looking at there's a lot of football players, a lot of, I guess, musicians.
There's a country music singer who's also conveniently named William Drake White.
Oh, never heard of that.
Yeah, so there's that. And also, I guess if you have the middle name Drake, it makes sense because that's so much cooler of a name.
I guess.
Like the name Drake, be like, oh, that's kind of sick. Like he's a skater or something.
Here's the name I want. There is an American-Australian former basketball player born in 1990.
Okay.
His name is Drake Ellison Ooh. His last name is U''U.
Ooh.
Drake Ooh.
Like he was trying to think of a cool last name when he was writing his last name down when he was born, as you do.
His parents are filling out the birth certificate, and they're like,
and they're just like,
ooh.
what's our last name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Ooh. And they're like, actually, go with that. Pause. Yeah, we are right there. Stop.
We got it.
Nailed it.
Is that a common last name? I'm obsessed with that last name. I might change my last name to that. I might change my first name to that.
Yeah.
Ooh has a Samoan father, Al Ooh.
It's just getting better.
And a mother, Caroline Ooh. He was born in the U.S. and has dual American and Australian citizenship.
So he's born in America, but he lives in Australia.
I'm going to Google this guy and see what he looks like because there's
what's his address? Social security number. Mother's maiden name.
Drake Ooh. Yeah. Is player for the Perth Wildcats. Huh. Oh, no. He's got a picture with Drake the rapper.
Uh-oh.
Hanging out. I hate that guy. My mortal enemy. There's a Drake University.
What about good old Sir Francis Drake?
He was famous, right?
Yeah, he was a sir.
He was an explorer. Oh, yeah, all sirs are famous.
Oh, damn, well, he died in 1596. That sucks.
What? I didn't even know he was sick.
I know, man. You were so close to this guy.
Died in 1596. Wow. Oh, ran over by a bus. No.
Crashed in an airplane. Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, he also invented the bus.
He died in Mushroom, Panama?
He has a whole article on Francis Drake's circumnavigation. Hey, bud, we don't talk about my circumnavigation.
I thought you were going to say circumcision.
There's
a whole book about this guy's circumcision. Crazy. He's got 20 chapters about how they cut his ween off.
That's insane. Yeah, it just kept growing back. They had to really fight it.
It's like a Hydra head, man. Cut one off and just 3 more grow back.
They took him to Claire's to get his circumcision done, and they couldn't handle it.
So they went to the tattoo shop down the road. That's what happened. So also, fun fact.
Yeah.
At early age, this is Sir Francis Drake.
Yeah.
At early age, Drake was placed into the household of relative William Hawkins.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
That's kind of a cool connection that we never knew.
Yeah.
And nobody would probably ever know.
Wonder what William Hawkins is doing. Let me click his name.
Let's see what he's up to.
Sea captain. Oh, died in 55.
God damn it.
1555.
Yeah, 50. Ugh.
He was the first Englishman to sail to Brazil.
Okay, we got some relativity.
Yeah, you were also the first from our high school class to sail to Brazil.
Yeah. First person in 2011 to ever sail to Brazil. Nobody else has ever done it except for us two.
That was crazy. Yeah.
The more you know, I guess.
Yeah, and seeing as you left out of Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, all the times my mom thought I was just going to hang out at your house. I was actually sailing to Brazil. It was really wild.
Let's see here. He knew Sir Francis Drake. Yeah, so I guess if we're talking about people with the last name Drake, there's Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Ooh,
That's pretty
okay.
cool.
That was cool. That was a good video game. Decent movie.
I never saw the movie.
Movie's pretty good. It's a fun movie. Like, if you play the games, you kind of know how it's going to go. But at the same time, like, it's just a fun movie to watch. You just put it on and be like, oh, good movie.
Who played Nathan Drake?
What's his Tom Holland?
Oh, that sounds awful.
No, shut up. That's good.
Dude, Nathan Drake's like this big masculine dude, and he's being played by, oi, it's me, little old Tom Holland.
Little Spider-Man here. I'm gonna find some buried treasure.
You know I'm Spider-Man.
And you know who played Sully? You're gonna love this. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, no way.
So what you would think is that Mark Wahlberg would have played Nathan Drake, and they would have got an older guy to play Sully. But since they were kind of like, it was maybe potential for a future sequel to the movie, but why not start with a young Nathan Drake?
Did Mark Wahlberg have the mustache?
I think at the very end of it, he got it. It was more of like a how they met kind of thing, you know, like how I Met Your Mother, but for Uncharted.
All right, so I think I've heard enough of the name Drake.
Enough Drake talk?
Way more than enough, especially with how much Drake's just getting dunked on. Kendrick Lamar made a song where he was like, hey, you're a pedophile, and the Grammys just started throwing awards at him.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Now I know what I need to do to get a fucking Grammy around here.
Yeah, you've been trying.
I've been trying to get my Grammy. They need to give me my flowers.
My Grammy died way too long ago.
My Grammy died.
So, R.I.P. Hey, Kendrick Lamar's got 7 Grammys. He's lucky. I had 2.
Some of us don't have any Grammys out here to give us stuff. I only had 2 Grammys, and they're both dead now.
Some of us don't have any Grammys left, but you.
Fucking
You got 7.
Kendrick's taking all our Grammys out here.
You took Drake's Grammys, too? That's insane.
Damn. First you make fun of him for liking little kids, and then you took his Grammy?
It is insane to have the entire Super Bowl crowd be like, certified pedophile. Like, that's nuts.
And then have Drake's ex-girlfriend, Serena Williams, sea walking.
Yeah, that's...
out there on the field, just having the time of her life.
He's not letting up. You know when you play Mortal Kombat and, like, you figure out a fatality?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, I did that fatality once. That's pretty cool. And then the other guy gets so pissed at that fatality, he just murders you for the next 12 rounds.
It's like fatality. Seriously, he's dead. All right, come on. Give it up now. All right, overkill. All right, fatality again. Oh, you brought him back to life. Oh, fatality again. Like, God dang, boy. Let it go.
Yeah. All right. So, in the case of people named Drake.
In the case of people versus Drake.
Which could happen. And I'm not including myself. I am including Drake the rapper, Drake Bill, Sir Francis Drake, the Drake that told me to go fuck myself or fuck off or whatever at church
Also,
camp.
let's not forget that the name Drake is the word for dragon. That's pretty sick.
It is, but it's also the word for duck, which is way more common.
Ooh, sorry, boy.
Nah, it's okay. Ducks are cool.
All right. We're cool with that. 10 out of 10 for ducks, then.
10 out of 10 for ducks. Now, Drake, 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
I want to say Ish because I'm thinking of your name, but take you out of the equation.
Take me out of it. I'm not here. I took my headphones off. You're safe. I don't even have to hear it.
All right. For the name Drake, out of all the Drakes that we've talked about today, I'm going to go... Yeah, I'll go 3 out of 10. That seems fair.
My headphones were on the whole time, jackass.
Oh, no, he caught me.
I could hear you.
He's going to kick down my door. I've been bamboozled. So 6 out of 10 for Drake's.
Yeah, not bad, I guess. Actually, that is pretty bad.
That is pretty bad, and to be fair, you came into this automatic, like, hey, Drake sucks.
Yeah. No, I definitely didn't do any favors. I wasn't in here trying to defend it.
No, as I'm glad you didn't. Thank you.
Oh, wait. What about John Black? The one I'm named after, Drake Hogestein.
Did we do a separate for him?
Hey, it's me, John Black.
Oh shit, John Black's here.
I was, I
Thanks for
heard
being
you.
on the podcast. First guest ever.
Yeah, no problem. This is actually posthumous because I died a couple years ago, too.
Oh shit.
As you know, in soap operas, not everyone stays dead.
That's true. That's what they do.
But hey, what's this about Drake is only getting 6 out of 20?
Well, listen here. He brought up the pedophile Drake, another pedophile named Drake, and then a really old dead guy named Drake.
Yeah.
Not much to go off. You though, you pretty up there though. I would give.
Hey, you know how many pedophiles aren't named Drake? You're forgetting about those.
Yeah, but who are they?
Hey, have you guys ever reviewed pedophiles?
Yeah, it's 0 out of 10.
Hey, fair.
Yeah.
I'm in heaven now. There's no pedophiles there. No one even gets up there on a technicality.
Yeah, but what'd you die from?
Fell down an elevator shaft.
Okay, so nothing crazy. Like you weren't.
The elevator was there. I was in the elevator. It was 1 floor, to be fair, but I'm very fragile.
Got them weak ass bones, son.
All right, bye.
What the fuck?
All right, yeah, that was weird. I was doing a seance down here. I got like a little pentagram with a picture of John Black in the middle.
Yeah, my lights started flashing over here. It's crazy.
So what's your topic?
Oh, so right to it. So I'm going to go with the topic of let's just review road trips.
Road trips, okay.
Let's talk about road trip. Me and you got some good road trip stories.
Yes.
We got one for sure that we can talk a decent amount about, but road trips all together. They can be fun. They can be terrible. It depends on who you're with. They can be relaxing, I guess, in some sense.
So I just got back from a road trip of sorts where we traveled to northern Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in a sling the whole time, and I don't recommend that.
What were you in a sling for, though?
Tendinitis. And I finally got that right.
Yeah?
So many people, everyone would ask, I'd be like, oh, tetanus, tinnitus.
you got tetanus and you got put in a sling.
I got testicular torsion.
Your testicles hurt so bad.
They're twisted.
They put your arm in a sling.
Yeah.
Don't we know a guy that lost a ball because he had testicular torsion?
That is unconfirmed, but I am willing to ask him. I've never heard it straight from the source.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, though. He's told us before.
He's told you before. I have never been told one-on-one or anything.
You've never known the story of why his ball popped off?
No, I just figured that's just something that happens at a certain age, like puberty.
His ball they drop straight off, not just drop.
They just keep dropping farther. Speaking of that area and being in a sling, I put, I'm a drama queen, so I put a photo of me in the sling on my Snapchat story. Yeah, and I got messages from some women. Your mom messaging me, my mom messaged me, your girlfriend had messaged me. Oh no, what happened? Or like, hope you get to feel better soon. Every single guy that messaged me was like, "Were you cranking it too hard?"
Let's get down to the brass tacks. What's the true story behind that?
Were you blasting rope, dude? What's going on? Did you throw it out while you were just going to town?
You're out there jorking your Johnson way too hard.
Dude, I heard you were jorking your peanuts and you threw your shoulder right out.
Straight up dislocation.
The only woman that was like, oh yeah, were you jerking it too hard was my very own wife.
As it should be.
What's that for, huh? You jerking it too hard? And I was like, not you too.
So on a small side note, I'm looking up funny ways to say jerking it.
Okay.
Churning the butter. That's classic.
Blasting rope.
Shaking hands with the unemployed. Hand warming the kielbasa.
Okay.
Oh, wrestling the rooster.
Wrestling the rooster. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got shaking hands with the milkman.
Fisting out a knuckle baby.
What? Petting the cat? That I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem like a jerk thing.
Double clicking?
I
don't know.
Juggling the joystick?
Finding Nemo?
Choking the Pope?
Shucking the corn.
Shucking the corn. Clearing the pipes.
What the fuck is this? No one's ever called it this. Scratching Yoda behind the ears.
That seems like there's a lot of detail to that one.
Yeah, no one's ever said that. Burping the worm.
Burping the worm.
Auditioning the finger puppets.
Oh.
Making soup.
Making soup? That seems like poaching the egg.
Yeah.
Manual override.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's
downstairs DJ.
That's all this episode's gonna be now.
Yep. I don't give a fuck about road trips anymore.
Yeah, roughing the suspect.
Dotting the I.
Jacking the beanstalk.
Roughing the suspect. Tell me where it is.
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? Where'd you hide the money? Drilling for oil? That's not bad. Watching the Magic Mike double XL trailer?
Oh yeah, that's relatable.
Yeah. Like, oh, give me a minute. I gotta watch the trailer for Magic Mike double XL.
How to drain your dragon.
How to train your dragon. Oh, the live action or animated?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. There's
all right.
There's a lot of these. Here's my favorite one on Reddit. Username Professor Lowcash said, "Fucking my hand." To the point.
Straight to it.
All right, road trips.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we want to talk about like one of our bigger road trips that we've had? We've had a couple, like just me and you.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I've told this story so many times.
Oh, it's one of, as soon as I meet people, I'm just like, listen to this shit.
What year was that? 2010? 11?
Taking selfies at the Bean.
Is
Sorry,
10?
Oh.
That. That's for our female listeners.
Yeah. DJ Diddle. That's Drake's name. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's my DJ nickname. I only do weddings.
Only do weddings.
DJ Diddle in the house. Let's get ready for our first dance.
Father daughter.
Yeah, it was what, 2010? We were going to
junior year, right?
Yep, we were going to Memphis in May.
Yeah, because we skipped junior prom for it.
It was the night of our junior prom. Yep.
Yes.
Me, you, and a third person. I would say his name and stuff, but he's got a very official, like,
he's got a
school job
title.
And stuff. Yeah, he's
nerd.
an adult.
Get out of here, nerd.
Don't want to drag him down with being mentioned in the episode where we talk about whacking off for 15 minutes.
But honestly, would it be a good episode if we didn't? Probably
Right.
not. So yeah, we're going down to Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
If there are other Memphises out there, I don't know. For Memphis in May, the big festival.
Yes, we were going to one day of it.
Is it normally like 2 or 3 days?
Yes, it was 3 days that year.
Yeah.
But we were just going to one.
Yeah. Bunch of concerts. It's like a whole so you see the Louder Than Life concerts and Aftershock and all that, and then you see some others that are normally all the same genre of stuff.
Right.
This was such a mix of genres at this festival. It was crazy.
I'm gonna look up the lineup right now.
See if you can, because I'm pretty sure
See if there is.
I'm pretty sure like we were there and we were gonna watch like Seether and Alice in Chains and Puddle of Mudd.
Yes.
And I think like Lil Jon was there. I want to say that sounds right. I don't know.
Who else was there? Okay, so Friday, it was, and we weren't going to this one.
No.
Widespread Panic, Limp Bizkit, the Goo Goo Dolls, Blues Traveler, Jeff Beck, the B-52s, 30 Seconds to Mars, Neon Trees, and Coco Montoya.
Yeah.
I skipped a few names there.
You get Coco Montoya and Limp Bizkit in the same area, you're bound to have a good time.
One we were going to, which was Saturday, was Government Mule, Joan Red, Drive-By Jerry Lee Lewis, Colby Calat. I never knew how to say her last name.
Yeah.
Seether, Puddle of Mudd, Yo Gotti, The Flaming Lips, and Alice in Chains. Yeah.
That's what it was. That's whenever everyone had a big Yo Gotti phase.
And we didn't stick around, but the next day was going to be Band of Horses, Booker T and the MGs, Bret Michaels, Chevelle, Five Finger Death Punch, Boys Like Girls, Alison Krauss and Union Station, Three Doors Down, and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But we were just going to Saturday because, and this is going back to another road trip story, but the quote-unquote main event of that night was Alice in Chains. And we had gone to a concert the year before where we were, it was a whole mess, but it was an outdoor concert in Nashville.
Point Fest in Nashville.
Point Fest, yes. And the final two bands of the night were Mudvayne and Alice in Chains. And it just opened up.
A flood from the heavens above.
It was bad, and it fried the entire PA system where they couldn't even tell us to leave, but the concert got canceled.
Yeah, you get some poor guy out there had to break the news to like thousands of people that be like, oh, sorry, go home, just waving people off.
Yeah. So Mudvayne and Alice in Chains did not play, and we were all really looking. I mean, I was looking forward to Mudvayne too, but we were really looking forward to Alice in Chains as a group.
Yeah.
So we saw Alice in Chains at Memphis in May and all these other bands, and we were like, oh, yeah, cool. Now, remember, we didn't see Alice in Chains at the first concert, so we were going to this one. But me, you, and our third friend packed up and left Wingo, Kentucky on the day that the flood walls broke and everything, and Nashville flooded.
Yeah.
It was a historic flood in Tennessee.
The whole Nashville Mall was flooded.
Yeah.
That was that. Like, stingrays got out of their little aquarium and shit. It was wild.
Yeah, wild stingrays is insane.
People riding them in the streets. No, so normally, like, the trip from Wingo, Kentucky to Memphis was right around 3 hours.
Yes.
This was a 10-hour trip.
Yes.
It took us all day to get there because we were going to get there at the start of this concert.
Yeah, we ended up missing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think we only ended up seeing like 2 of the bands.
Yeah, when you hear also about like all the trials and tribulations of this trip, just remember that Puddle of Mudd was at the other end.
We needed to see Puddle of Mudd.
We did all this to see Puddle of Mudd. It's 2.5 hours from Wingo to Memphis.
Okay, so factor in the 30p stops Drake has to take.
Yeah, well, my little body was developing type 1 diabetes, so suck it. I had to pee a lot. Okay? I had to empty my little ass high school bladder.
You can blame diabetes on the fact that you got a little bladder?
Yeah, I'm blaming diabetes 1.5 years before I got it.
He's like, you know what? I probably got diabetes. I'm going to blame that shit.
I'm going to pee a lot. But yeah, I remember it was like the storms and the flooding and everything were nuts. We're on the phone with people from back home because we don't have smartphones at this point. And we're having them go online to see if they had posted, like if the shows were canceled or something. And we actually ended up stopping at a library.
Yeah. So how far did we get before we really realized how bad the flooding was, though?
I want to say the library was in Dyersburg, so it was about halfway.
Okay. So we get about halfway and we start to we get rerouted because of all the flood. And were we even taking like main highways, or we were just taking back roads for some reason? Because this is also in the time where we had to print out like Google Maps, MapQuest.
Yeah, we stopped in Dyersburg to print out new directions and see if the show was still going on. And we were under 18, and our friend was over 18, so he was allowed to use the computer at the library.
Yeah, because if you're under 18, they just automatically assume you're watching porn on the library and computer.
Yeah. I'm in there roughing up the suspect in this library. Because I'm under 18. They don't want me watching porn in there.
Yeah, so they get.
They don't trust me.
I thought no, it was in that library was in Ripley, Tennessee.
Oh, Ripley, Tennessee. Believe it or not,
I remember because we made that joke for another 10 hours in the car.
Yeah.
So we get to this library. We get on the computers. Drake, you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I had to piss a lot.
And of course, again, because you would think that it's a public library, so they would just have a public bathroom.
Yeah.
You had to get a key for the bathroom.
Yes. It was tied to a DVD copy of Baby Geniuses 2.
Specifically, they either had such a surplus of this DVD that they said, "Oh, people keep stealing our bathroom keys. We got to tie it to something. Brick, too heavy. They'll just take the brick." But
right.
Nobody wants Baby Geniuses 2.
Yeah, you don't want that in your home.
You don't want that in your home.
You're not going to forget to return the key.
Let's tie the bathroom key to Baby Geniuses 2 DVD.
Yeah, and so I went in there, I did my business, I watched the DVD of Baby Geniuses 2.
You watched, they had a DVD player set up.
In the bathroom. That's really what it is. They were like, instead of reading materials or anything, they were like, here's a DVD.
You know, I think it would be smart, though, if public libraries took like magazines and books into their bathroom so people can read.
Yeah, in case you run out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
I'm wiping my butt with the Art of the Deal, which I'm already doing at my house.
We ran out of toilet paper, so we started using the Art of the Deal.
Yeah.
So we are now, this has turned more from just reviewing road trips altogether to a story about a road trip.
Hey, we'll wrap back around.
We'll talk about it. So basically, we get on for one, we're looking to see if this whole concert is canceled, and we're looking for other concerts. Because at this point, we're all paying cash to get into this concert.
Right.
Because, you know, we don't have smartphones and shit to buy tickets online or anything like that. So we're all carrying around like, what was it, like $75, $80 or something like that to get into this.
Oh yeah, the bare minimum.
The bare minimum of what you need for, like, we had enough for like tickets, maybe like a snack and gas. So we find out that the concert's still on and there's no other concerts going on. So we're like, all right, fuck it. We're gonna trek down to Memphis in May and we're gonna have a time. So we're taking your Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You remember that car? I know you do.
Yeah.
I mean, it was yours, but that thing was a fucking tank.
And I ended up selling it for $100, and the next week it just completely quit and tanked. So I drove the wheels off it.
Literally, the wheels.
One of the most spacious insides of a vehicle I've ever seen.
No, the back seat of this thing, like, it thought you was in like a limo or something.
Yeah, whole car was shaped like an oval.
It was a
crazy.
big boat. It was crazy.
Yeah.
You hit a bump, you just glide over it.
Yeah, great car. Looked like shit.
Oh, it looked terrible. It was fun as fuck to ride.
And they were everywhere.
Yeah. But that's part of the fun part about the road trip is a good vehicle.
Yeah, we ended up making it to Memphis, and the show was going on. And the rain hadn't really hit Memphis too much.
No, at that point, so we get there, and we hear the very end of, like, Joan Red playing.
Yeah, which I'm so pissed about because I ended up loving them afterwards when I started looking them up.
Yeah.
And then their lead singer died and they never really got famous. And their Facebook page is still active, but it's just ran by like the bassist who's like, hey, remember us?
Oh, like he's trying to hold on for hope.
Yeah. Spread the red, brother.
Spread the red. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what he says.
That's another term for jerking it.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, no, you're spreading the red. So we get there and we get up to we weren't very front of the stage or anything, were we?
We started off in the very back.
The very back.
Of the rock stage. I mean, everyone kind of looked like ants.
Yeah. Did we see Seether play?
I saw Puddle of Mudd first.
Okay.
And the lead singer decided to Eddie Vedder style scale the truss of the stage and then hang off it with his butt cheeks hanging out, mooning the crowd. But like he did it during their cover of TNT by AC/DC,
Yeah.
And I don't think him or his band realized how long it was going to take him to
climb
that. Yeah, because he did it during the bridge, and they just had to keep looping the bridge while he did this for like a good 10 minutes. And the rest of the band was just looking bored as hell.
Yeah, and at this time, you get a crowd that has been there since 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Full of drugs and alcohol.
Hot as hell.
They're just like, do it, jump, go ahead.
Right, yeah. He got up there, and everyone was like, all right, cool. And then he got his butt cheeks out, and we were like, all right.
All right, cool. That's
neat.
Something.
Yeah, you know what? Looking back now that my music taste has like gotten more broad and stuff, totally should have went and saw Hall & Oates on the stage behind us instead of Puddle of Mudd.
Oh, 100%. Would have had a much better time.
That would have ruled. It was either Hall & Oates or Michael McDonald was playing behind him. And you know what? Either one would have ruled.
It would have been so much better than Puddle of Mudd.
Yep.
So we see Puddle of Mudd. Seether played, right?
Yes. Seether played. And they were ready to get in there and get the hell out because I don't even think they stopped between songs. They just transferred between each song, never talked to the crowd.
No, they were in, out.
But they were great.
No, they were fantastic. I still think they're one of my favorites to see live.
Yeah, me too. I think I've seen Seether more than I've seen any other band live.
Yeah, I've seen them at least 3-4 times maybe. You might have seen them more than me.
I've seen them multiple times in Evansville. 2 or 3 times at least. I saw him that day, and then me and my wife, we went on our first anniversary trip to Myrtle Beach whenever we had been married for a year. And on the final night, they were like, hey, Seether's playing down the street, and so we went and saw them.
Oh, hell yeah.
While we were there, and it was great. But yeah, Seether wraps up.
Yes, and then all shit breaks loose.
Yeah, so
we're waiting for Alice in Chains.
Yeah. They send out the host, and he's like, who's ready for Alice in Chains? This is on the riverfront in Memphis also.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, he's doing the local DJ. Hey, I'm Big Rockin' Dave from WFCK Radio.
Yeah.
Who's ready for Alice in Chains to blast your dick off?
Crank that knob.
And we're like, yeah, blast our dicks off.
Okay, so he does that. He goes back, and we're like, all right, cool, they're coming on. And then it starts to rain.
Yeah. Well, also, one thing I also want to bring up is we're standing by this older guy, all 3 of us, and we're talking about getting ready to see Alice in Chains. And he's like, I've never seen him before. This is like a dream come true. And we're like, yeah, we were supposed to see him last year, and then it started raining, and we had to leave. And he was like, oh, man, that sucks. And we were like, yeah, but we're here now.
And then it started raining.
Yeah, they say on the PA system, hey, there's severe weather coming over the river. 2 tornadoes have been spotted. You need to leave. This is like less than 5 minutes after the guy's like, who's ready for Alice in Chains?
Yeah.
And the guy who we just talked to looked at us like we cursed the Alice in Chains concert.
It was us. The 3 of us brought all hell to this guy's life.
Now, we weren't there all day. We saw 2 bands.
No. Yeah, we saw
a lot of these people have been out here in the heat all day, maybe even the day before.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call it a full-scale riot, but people were pissed off and throwing stuff, and a giant group of us may have knocked over a chain link fence by throwing shoulders into it.
Yeah, because they're telling like this whole group of people that's already pissed off. They're telling everybody to leave. It's starting like piss poor rain, lightning, thunder, the whole deal. And they're just like, no, seriously, you guys got to go. Like, you guys got to leave. People are already throwing bottles and cups and stuff on the stage. And we're just trying to get turned around so we can go find the car.
Yeah, because we parked somewhere downtown Memphis and we don't know where we are.
Yeah, like we pulled in the parking, like the first parking garage we seen, and we're like, all right, sweet. Like, we're good. We're trying to shuffle our way towards the entrance, and we're just getting like basically like a moving mosh pit.
Yeah.
Of people, and they are just like, they're just want out of there too, and we're getting pushed against this fence.
Yes.
And like, I don't think any of us fell, but there's a bunch of people around us that just started just tumbling down.
Yeah, very drunk man in cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Sliding and tripping all over the chain link fence that had just gotten knocked down that me, you, and our friend, I remember, helped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone was pissed. And I bet we could have made it back to the car a lot quicker if we were able to come out the same way we went in.
Oh, yeah. Like if we could have just immediately turned around and walked straight out, it would have been fine.
But this giant pack of people just busted through this chain link fence and pretty much shoved us out into the middle of downtown Memphis while the tornado sirens are going off.
Yeah, so here we are, and then we finally break away from the crowd, and we have no idea what street is what.
Yeah.
Nobody's phones are getting signal.
Nope.
So we started what you would think would be the smartest thing to do, and we started walking down the train tracks.
Yes.
Yeah, we started walking down the middle of these train tracks.
Yeah, because we remembered that the train tracks did pass the parking garage nearby.
Yeah, hoping that we just see like a street or some sort of parking structure.
Yep.
And it felt like we were walking on those train tracks for like hours.
Meanwhile, we did call Dad.
Yeah.
I remember. Because we didn't have like smartphones to be looking up anything.
Yeah.
But I remember calling Dad and being like, hey, we're in downtown Memphis. We don't know where we're at. There's apparently a tornado coming. See you in a few hours.
We're looking for the car. Goodbye.
Yeah. And Dad's like, how do you not know where you're at? And we're like, I don't know. And he's like, that's downtown Memphis. And we're like, yeah, it's not too dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, we know. It's downtown Memphis. We're fine. We're
Yeah.
3 white guys in downtown Memphis.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I hate when anybody's like even slightly annoyed or mad. So I'm trying to break the tension by cracking jokes the whole time.
Yeah.
And I remember the mood was just like, we got to find the fucking car, man.
How long do you think we were on the tracks before we found like a street?
I'd say probably about 30 minutes tops.
Okay. So we made our way around the tracks. We find a street. The cops are sitting there yelling, be like, there's a tornado, get in your car. We're like, we can't find our car.
Yeah. No, they're telling us to get underground.
Yeah, they're just like, get underground. They shuffled us into like a parking garage.
Yeah, which I also remember there's one on the radio, and he's going like, haven't you been listening to the radio in your car? Or something like really like blaming us. And our friend's like, we can't find the car.
Can't find the fucking car to listen to the radio.
Right. So yeah, they shuffled us into this parking garage, and now the 3 of us are sitting underground of this parking garage in the corner, covered in mud and rain, and in there with a bunch of other people who are just drinking and partying and tailgating while, from what I was told by a police officer, a tornado passes directly above the parking garage.
Yes. Like, we're literally underneath a tornado at this point.
I also remember, we were just kind of dazed and confused. It had been a long day and everything, but there was a group of people down there who had a push mower.
Yeah, there was.
In their truck bed.
And they just started cranking up this push mower.
Yeah, they were pull starting this push mower and cranking it. And then everyone would be like, woo! When it started. Like, yeah!
he got the push mower started finally.
Right. And, I mean, it's a concrete parking garage. We're in the basement. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we stepped out of the parking garage after everything passed. It's about midnight at this time. And there's our car directly across the street from us, about 20 feet away.
Oh, yeah. Like, we were there, and they just shuffled us into this parking garage.
We got in the car, and we drove across the bridge, and we realized how close Arkansas was to Memphis, and realized that we had been in 4 states that day.
4 states, 1 day.
Yeah. Because somehow we ended up, passed through Missouri on the way back or something.
No, yeah, we had to, we had to go down through, Arkansas, and then go back up towards Missouri, and then back down into Kentucky.
Yeah, crossed over into Kentucky after that.
Yeah, because when we finally got into the car, your dad was like, okay, well, me and your uncle are on our way. We'll meet you halfway. And
he
we're
said,
so and
when
like
you
we
see
have
an exit sign for Blyble, Arkansas,
yeah,
pull over.
pull over. We'll meet you.
Because
in
we're all
Blyble.
exhausted, like nearly falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, no, I'll come pick y'all up." So him and my cousin, uncle, whatever, however we're related, met us in Blyble, Arkansas.
So shout out to Blyble, Arkansas, if you're listening in Blyble.
I do want to say, I don't know if you remember this part, but this was hilarious to me. He says, it's storming and everything. He's like, "Can you meet us at the Long John Silver's?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "Yeah, sure." It's like 1 or 2 a.m. or something at this point. And we pull up, and the power's out in this city because of the storms.
Yeah.
Except for, like, the certain places. So it's eerily dark. And we pull up into the parking lot of Long John Silver's, and there's Dad taking a piss in the parking lot.
Outside of the Long John Silver's.
And he's like, "Yeah, I had to pee. We couldn't find anywhere that had a bathroom open."
Yeah.
And then as he's saying this, over his shoulder, like, I don't know, 50 feet behind him is a 24-hour Walmart.
Yeah.
We're like, "Why didn't you go back there?"
Why you just go to the Walmart?
Yeah, whatever, get in the car. And then we all made it home.
That was crazy.
Meanwhile, there was some sort of weird drama going on because the girl that I was seeing at the time went to prom by herself, and she was at a house party.
Oh, yeah.
Where everyone had to take cover because of potential tornadoes and something. There was a dude there who was just drunk as hell and hated my guts, and for some reason he was letting everyone at the party know about it.
How much he hated you.
Fucking Drake, that bitch. Like, I think he just wanted to date this girl I was talking to. So she's texting me the whole time. Like, "Oh yeah, for some reason yelling about you at this get together." And I'm like, I probably shouldn't say his name. I'll bleep that out.
All right, yeah, that worked. Yeah, so this dude just hates your guts. Meanwhile, we're fighting for our lives on the train tracks in Memphis.
Yeah. Yeah, she's shooting me a text that's like, "I'm having a great time at prom. How are you doing?" And I'm like, I look like I've been through a war.
2 completely different days were lived.
There's tornado sirens going off. My entire life's flashing before my eyes.
Well,
so road trips.
That was our big road trip story. Not so much road trips altogether.
So, but that was just one road trip. I mean, with as long of friendship as we've had, and we can laugh about that road trip now and stuff. That's a good road trip story.
I think we were laughing about it that day.
Yeah, the other aforementioned concert where it rained, me, you, 2 of our friends, and Dad went to a concert in Nashville that ended up getting rained out. And there were a whole lot of stories from there that we might get into one day, like some dudes tried to steal a tip bucket.
That was
everybody crazy. Stole a salt shaker because we had a big bucket of fries and we couldn't.
We needed salt for the fries.
Right. We parked in a strip club parking lot, and some of us tried to go in, and just a whole lot of fun. We all ended up getting split up and ended up with separate stories. This podcast was actually thought of on a road trip when we were driving to the Creed concert.
Oh yeah, it was.
Plenty of road trips for like wrestling or going to see wrestling or going to concerts. I like them.
Oh, I love them.
I will get in a car and drive for forever. Now, I like to stop. My wife doesn't like to stop.
No.
I don't like to stop as much as like my parents do. My parents will stop.
They will stop every 30 minutes.
But they're not in a rush to get anywhere. Like, I get why they do it. It's comfortable, but like I want to get to where I'm going.
Yeah, like I understand like if you got to stop, like let's stop. That's cool. But if we can keep going, let's just drive. So you pack up with some snacks, man. Yeah.
Downsides of road trips. It's hard for me to take insulin in the car sometimes, so I can't snack as much as I want to. But that feels like it's pretty specific to me and other diabetics.
I can see that.
There's always the chance you wreck.
Well, yeah, but you can do that going to work.
Yeah. I've hit so many goddamn deer in my life. That's always something.
We hit a deer that we thought was dead and then turned around and it was gone.
Yeah, that was crazy. That like ghost deer. Where you're like, oh shit, that thing's gonna come back and haunt us. Yeah, I don't want to rank like destinations or anything, because that's not what road trips are about usually.
No, it's not about the destination. It's about how you get there.
It's the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, like that librarian in Ripley, Tennessee.
I will never forget the woman who gave me an extra taco.
Oh yeah,
at a Taco Bell KFC. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. When we cross over into Arkansas, the only thing that's open is a combination KFC Taco Bell. And I don't think we realized that it was a combination KFC or Taco Bell, because the Taco Bell part of the menu was like under construction or being flipped out or something.
Yeah.
So this woman behind the counter is talking to me, and I mean, she is hardcore flirting. It's just like, oh, you have the prettiest eyes, like what you in town for, and all this other stuff. And so I get my order from KFC, and I go to sit down with you guys, and there's a taco in it, which tells me, number one, I was like, hey, I think she's flirting with me. She gave me a taco.
She slipped you that pity taco.
Oh, no, not the pity taco. Oh, no.
Come back around, man.
But also it told me that, like, not knowing it was a Taco Bell, I was like, where the fuck did she get this taco? Should I eat this?
Yeah, I mean, that's true. That was a good one. That's a good part of that.
So road trips.
Yeah.
What are you saying out of 10?
I'll go 9, because there can be some dull moments.
9? Wow, that's high.
I'll go high.
Yeah. Strictly because I hate dealing with any car trouble. Like, my car wouldn't start today, and I nearly had to get it towed. And that was just, like, so frustrating. And I guess potential dangers? I don't know. I guess that's easy to dismiss. I'm going to have to go with a 7. 16 out of 20.
Not bad.
Not Hall of Fame, but it's up there.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you for listening to another episode of the Dudes Review. If you have a topic suggestion or want to tell us anything about the show, or even share your stories as it relates to our topics, we'll talk about them on air. We are the Dudes Review on Facebook, the Dudes Review Podcast at gmail.com. I think that's it, man. I always
right.
feel like I get that wrong.
You would know.
Yeah, let me double check that while we're... Yeah, the Dudes Review Pod at gmail.com. Don't email that other email address. And, hey, go get you a shirt for your torso and your arms and your belly.
Well, yeah, whatever you want to use it as a pillow sheet. I don't know. Pillow cover.
tpublic.com/user/4thDayCreations. Go pick you up some shirts or something. I know the logos, there are separate options. You can get like buttons, you can get pillowcases. It's not just
get
shirts.
Buttons?
Yeah.
Oh, they got different. Okay. So it's
Stickers.
more than just. Okay.
Yeah, you can get those logos on anything. All right, well, we'll see you in a couple weeks. I've been Drake.
And I have been Tyler.
I'm still Drake, and I assume you're still Tyler.
Patent pending.
Yeah, I've always wondered why people say, like, I've been Drake. And they're like,
yeah,
oh, well.
Well, did you change it in the middle?
Yeah, I'm overthinking it. All right, well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Goodbye.